There's a picture of me on Omaha Beach. That's dog green sector of Omaha Beach. That's a place of immense sacrifice. It shows you that Americans have, throughout their history, been willing to give their lives so that others could grow up in freedom, so that generations like my own, not even born, could enjoy a lifetime of democracy and freedom. It's a very important gift that America has made over and over again to the rest of the world. When the news finally came that deadliest of all wars was over, the civilians in Europe and in the US, and in fact around the world, were overjoyed because it meant that their sons wouldn't have to die anymore, that their sons could come home, and that this awful chapter in human history was over. And that's a picture taken on VE Day. It's hard to overestimate or overstress the sheer happiness and joy that people felt around the world. We put an end to the Holocaust. We brought back civilization and light to a benighted continent. We not only restored democracies in Europe, but we then protected them and still do to this day. Today, we should celebrate alliances. We should celebrate cooperation. We should celebrate what we can do as a species, what we can do as human beings when we come together with other peoples from other countries, and we have a commitment to making the world a far better place and to defeating evil and injustice.
Germany has done a lot with its remembrance culture. They live the motto, never again. And so I think those are sort of the themes that we see repeated through the different commemorations that we've seen across the country. From the embassy's perspective, the most impressive project that we have worked on is the project that we've worked on together. But I know that Chaz will talk about that one. But I think that's where we really wanted to get a young generation to hear this story through a medium that they're comfortable with today.
When we tell the story of our past, it helps us understand who we are today. Embassies often don't have the opportunity to collaborate with independent private sector digital agencies. And as a privately funded organization, Spirit of America was able to make that possible. And we'll go to the next slide, Michael, because our partners helped us to build this strategic communications campaign called the Road to Freedom campaign. And the Road to Freedom campaign simply gave young German social media communicators the opportunity to travel the route taken by U.S. troops from 1944 to 1945, walk in their footsteps, experience that story, and share it with their own audiences and their own independent voices in ways that only they can, in a way that's genuine and authentic and reflects their experiences along that path taken by U.S. troops. The Road to Freedom campaign has helped us communicate to a younger generation that the values that we talk about through Spirit of America's kind of offline program and the assistance programming, all the projects that we do, are based on values that America was built on, that we stood for, that we stand for today, and can give us inspiration for the future.
We as citizens of the United States and of this beautiful, fragile world need to be constantly vigilant in the face of tyranny. We need to be constantly vigilant in the face of racism. And we also have to be active citizens, not only in the United States, but also on a global stage. We need to make friends, keep our friends, celebrate them, and think of ourselves as part of a much broader community, a community that in a way is best defined by that global alliance against evil and tyranny in World War II.
A number like 6 million, it's hard to understand, but when they were 6 million Anne Franks, but we don't have 6 million diaries, but somehow finding ways to individualize the stories has been important from my perspective.
We're celebrating how Americans and others, how Americans did their part 80 years ago. So if you would like to know one way that you can do your part in today's world, please join us at spiritofamerica.org and get involved. We are a coalition of the can do, and here are 3 other members of our coalition on this. So Elizabeth, Chaz, Alex, thank you so much for being with us today.